Welcome everybody back. We are at 1 hour. One day 1 hour is 25 hours. So I haven't been on in a couple days. I've been away for a little bit, had some stuff going on, but I am back. So I'm just a little rusty in this first hour back, trying to figure out what the heck I was doing before I got off. Let's put there and there. So currently, I have made my way up to this copper as we did last time. I was going to start setting up some smelting for it to bring down to our yellow science making facility here. As you can see, though, the copper and the green circuits that I'm stealing from my base making base are starting to get very used up because this cannot keep up. Because this train probably can't keep up with the demand from we're using more than we got available to us. So some stack inserters on this may help this out, but all this is just getting sucked up to make the copper, which is a ton of copper needed for low density structures, which is then in turn the circuits are also a ton of copper. So it's just copper all over the place. So hopefully getting this situated where I can smelt it will be awesome. I noticed though at night if I get a couple attacks overnight, it can steal enough of my power that I am not in a sufficient place. So that's what we are working on right now. I am going to let's clear all of this out. There we go. I'm gonna clear all these out, and I'm gonna double up this coal business right above it with a new pump and everything, which I have to build still. Which I can never find underground pumps because it's under production, isn't it? Yeah, offshore pumps. I always think it's in logistics with all the pump stuff, but it's not. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna do here next to everything, is set up a second set of and I'm going to upgrade all these to red belts, and I'm just going to fill this out with all the miners needed. So I just have everything pulling up everything needed, which will be awesome. We will be nice and set up for everything we want to do. Then can move up here to power to the copper and start making this into, if anything, just raw copper, because I think the circuits from this will be enough to get through with the copper that's being supplied by the train. So we'll see. Step one, though, is I'm running low on power, and that's going to be the first thing, because I can't plug in any new machines, like smelters and drills, until I figure out my copper situation here. After that, the next thing on my list, I think, is going to be probably setting up a new science lab somewhere. And, who knows? Maybe for now just belting this stuff, but then this whole second half of the this is all going to pretty much be nullified out soon because the copper here is getting close to low. It's still doing what it needs to do, but I'll be able to just turn this into a museum and never touch it and start up a new science center somewhere. Whether I do a main bus again like that, or whether I do, I'm still not sure which I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna do a big bus or just kind of town it up a little bit. Railworld probably. Well, I mean, I guess Railworld makes sense for either, right? Spread out and stuff, where I could do little towns here, there, and the other places, or I could just do one big main bus and lots of trains going out to collect things. So I'm not really sure, but I think power and concrete and just getting a base together will be the next big thing. Laser turret shooting speed 7 is awesome. I am maxed out on that, and it'll just be getting damage next. Well, yeah, let's just get the damage going. It's going to be 600, so it's going to be a decent amount, but then I'll be maxed out until I start getting infinite research, and that'll hopefully give me enough damage to keep the biters at bay until, you know, the next piece of the puzzle. Pick up these bricks. So yeah, stick with me. Hang tight. If you like the series, let me know. Otherwise, I noticed as well when I was doing some of my videos that I tend to misspeak and mistalk, and I call, engines electric engines and green circuits red circuits. So forgive my mistakes as I talk, because I do this while I'm streaming, and I end up rambling like I am now, except for hours on time at stream. So hopefully you can keep up with what the heck I'm actually talking about and mean, instead of the stuff that actually comes out of my mouth. So, catch you guys soon. Thanks for hanging in there, and we'll see you in the next hour. Peace. All right, welcome everybody again. We are at 20. Man, they make me do this math. 26 hours in. There we go. Up here, I'm just getting the copper stuff rolling. I decided to take 6 lanes of raw copper. I will take this bottom lane, which I'm doing right now, and I will output it onto a belt, which I will underground all the way up to connect to this other 1 lane side. So this will be half a line of belt here of copper, and this will output on the bottom here, half a line of belt on that side, which will then just be undergrounded here to make 1 full belt. I decided to go with 6 because it had 8 lines total that it would fit with the way the miner sat. So I'll just bring the 6 down, and the 6 I'll just fill all 6 into the side of a choo-choo train, as we can see like here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it can take 6 lines in. So that way it'll just kind of work out evenly for however long that decides to hang 10 for. Other than that, the power setup, let me move up here so my bots start doing things while I chat. Power way down yonder, got that all plugged in officially, working pretty well. And that puts our power at, well, we haven't really pulled, but we're not, there we go. So like we can see here some peaks. 70 mil on steam engine alone. So they can at least do 70 megawatts. I said mil, I meant megawatts. I don't know if that was true. Maybe say 70 megawatt total. Regardless, our accumulators, ever since we plugged in, do not have to operate overnight, which, good or bad, don't really know how I like to see it that way. I don't mind chewing through the coal, have a ton of coal to use, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But this copper will then be all set up nice and juicy for the science that we're working on to do the low density structures and stuff like that. And having maybe I can get that backed up to a point where I'll have a couple low density structures sitting around extra that I'll be able to just steal and use those on my own for whatever kind of things I need. Maybe like a Roboport Mark II or something like that. But I'm also thinking, I'm very excited to get, just talking on stream a little, to get some more robot flying speed. Always feels good too. I think that's about it for this update. Again, another quick one. This up here was 250 drills. I was like, I brought like 100 with me, and I was like, 100 would probably be fine. Nope. Hell of a lot more. The pollution. Oh, yeah, a little water up here. Uranium, not too worried about because we haven't touched any yet, and we have plenty sitting around. But another big chunk of iron here. Near some water, and maybe near some stone. Maybe if I can clear this out, maybe that's where I'll do the concrete I've been talking about. Hanging 10 with for a while. But that's kind of cool. Kind of leaves me a little locked in. This oil here is going to be nice just in general later. I'm still thinking that this might be turning into solid fuel, or it's actually in a pretty good spot here too to turn into like some sulfuric acid, just to bring over here to mine some of this uranium or whatever I want to do with it. About to hit energy weapon 6. Maybe I will queue up on my next research. I think I need production science for the robot speed. No, I don't. Yeah, I'll be able to get those next 2 pretty quickly, which will be awesome. Then I'll have to just find a place to do more sciences, to do some purple potions. And yeah, so after this is probably still going to be find a place to set up a science research facility and set up a concrete, set up science, set up whether I want to do a main bus or not, but concrete, new science, and purple are going to be the next big things I'm going to be looking out for. Getting these energy weapon speeds over here, I can look to where my power, oop, that's not my power. So my power is where most of the pollution is coming from. And knock on wood there, none of these turrets have taken any damage. They've been able to hold off before the biters could get to them. So I feel happy about that, because then I don't have to worry as much about things getting destroyed. I think there's a little bit of damage on this. The corners always get a little funky, but I think that was just damage from before the research finished. So we still have another energy weapon finishing here in a moment. Why not? While we're at it, just take a peek at the evolution. How are you spelling that? 0.62. So we're getting there. But yeah, this is gonna feel pretty good up here working with all the machines to get more copper cranked out. Get a little bit of a train station set up down here to move all this copper out. Think I'll just bring the train. I'll do a square one like I did here, probably, and I'll just bring this out here, probably right to about where the power poles are, because that'll be a nice place to use it. And turn these all. I don't know how I want to do it. Maybe I'll do like a square out here, and I'll stack it this way. So I'll put my copper. I'll put an iron one here, and then I'll put a copper one further up. So it'll be two boxes that come in and out of the same lane. That way I don't have to have multiple input outputs to my main track line. A little hard to explain what I'm saying in my head, but you guys will see it hopefully when the time comes. So that's that. Other than that, probably gonna pop off and hang out and play some League with my buddies for a little bit, and I'll be back on later tonight. For anybody who's on the stream now live or who's whatsin' in, that's gonna be my plan. But it's been fun. This is feeling good. I'm trying to keep cranking through this because I want this game to go, and I'm almost through that lull, that mid-game lull of getting things set up into a good spot, and then I'll be able to really start pushing out more and more stuff, which will be cool. One more there. But yeah, other than that, catch you soon. Thanks for chilling, and I will see you guys shortly. Peace. Welcome again. We are at, gotta do the math because they put it in days. Is it 27? 24? 26, I gotta do it on my fingers. 27 hours? 28 hours? Wow, dude, this is really actually hard for me right now. Yeah, 27 hours. Woo! Woo, rough stuff. Anywho, I don't know why math's hard right now. Probably because I've been using all my brain to play the game. Excuse me. Trying to think what I'm grabbing. I gotta grab more furnaces. Okay. So, got the copper going up here. It's just put down some of the smelters. Not sure if it's the right amount or the wrong amount. Not really sure. Don't really care as per usual. Left myself room. If I need more, I'll just move over more. They're all getting picked up, put into boxes, and I'm taking those down here. And I'm using where we were making our purple packs. I'm also putting in the line from before. So that was just, since I was already over there, it's backed up anyway, so it's not getting used. So it's not like it's a big deal. I could actually input priority from the left, so that'll just be in case of emergency. That's probably what I'll do. And that's actually going to back up the green circuits a little bit too, because some of that copper can be put into that. This copper here, I'm going to need to find a way to load faster and unload faster. I think stack inserters will be the solution to that problem. While I'm here, let's talk and walk. Boop. Grab, yeah, all these. Purple packs are going to be next, and I'm noticing with purple packs, I'm going to need to get more steel. So in my mind right now, I'm gonna mine up all this iron over here, which means I need more drills. And more wall. Thinking to myself, if I use it, if I don't use it, I'm debating if I want to take my steel patch from over, or my iron patch here, which is half steel, half iron, and just convert that into 100% steel making over here, which wouldn't be a horrible thing either, because, you know, why not? I got this iron patch being mined up. I've got this iron patch being mined up to make these things, and I've got this iron patch here, which I'm going to mine up. So this can just be used to make all my stuff over here. Over here, I can just use, at the yellow sciences, I can just use this iron as well. But I'm thinking I'm just going to turn these into circuits here, and I've got stone here, and I've got another iron patch there. So I'm going to need to get stone up for the purple sciences to make railway, which really isn't too complicated. Productivity modules, which is going to be green circuits and red circuits, also not too tricky, but that's why I'm thinking turn this here, copper and iron, into green circuits. That way I can just make productivity modules for the science pack, and advanced circuits, which is just going to be the stone, brick, the steel, and the advanced circuits, which I'm also going to need to just maybe make on site, or maybe I'll find a place to do that as well shortly after I make whatever I'm doing here. Advanced circuits is going to need plastic, so that's going to need me to get some more oil together. My oil's okay ever since I picked up the rest of these patches here. This has been full, which means this is full as well. Just throwing down more kind chemical plants to convert this light into petroleum, we'll fill this bad boy up pretty damn quick, I'm going to think. So we'll see. We'll see how I decide I want to do that. But for now, that's going to be the idea. Where am I standing? Okay, I know where I'm standing. Make sure I dump off my stone. Make more rail. Do I got rail? Got a decent amount of rail. And power poles. Yeah. So, it's going to be soon into a good thing. But I think turn this into iron here into steel. 100%. Not a huge patch, but 4.6 million in steel is a lot more than, I'd say, than 4.6 million in iron. Because while steel is a bigger ratio, I feel like I'm not, I don't know, but I feel like I'm not using that much steel into how much iron I'm using, you know? We're using iron everywhere. Iron is used for everything, so it's a third of the size here of this patch, but it's, you know, I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that using that steel will not be a huge deal because I'm only using steel for like engines and the purple packs is all it's going to be for. So I just think the numbers, it'll work out better right now to just have a dedicated patch for steel. Whether it's smaller or bigger, I think it'll carry me through to a point where I'll be okay to move forward into the next idea. Research, we're doing a personal roboport Mark II. And we are doing a portable fusion reactor. Now that I have a decent amount of low density structures just kind of hanging around, I'll be able to easily make a second personal roboport, and I'll be able to get more robots because currently I'm just running off the 10. But I am going to say that with the upgrades to movement speed, that feels really, really good. But I've also got a decent amount of robots hanging around that I might be able to just load some stuff and start using robots in a base somewhere. Maybe I will take this copper and this iron and make myself a main bus. Maybe I should just do that because it is right here. I don't know. I feel like a main bus is a lot more to set up initially, but can be a lot more rewarding. I don't know. I think I should. I've never done a massive main bus, so I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll have this base making base and this yellow science base, and then I'll just pile the rest of the stuff over here. Or maybe just a science making base. That could be what I do, where I just drop off all the materials for sciences. For science. And I could pull it, I can just use I can put a 3-way or a circle here and just bring it over and up. That could be fun. Maybe I'll do that. That sounds fun. Maybe I'll try and do that. Cool. Well, thanks for hanging in. This hour's, again, not a lot happened here between the last hour and this hour, but those are my thoughts. That's what I'm thinking. So I'll catch you guys soon. Peace. All right, we made it back to 28 hours in. Just working on getting... I should really be on a choo-choo right now so I can walk and talk. Up in here, trying to get the iron just set up to all get picked up. And I'm still... I'm almost out of the lull, but I'm not out of it yet. Of getting through... to the next big breakpoint where I can start like building things nicely. Because I think I'll take this iron and I'll take this copper and I will probably, if I'm going to do a main spot over here for sciences and stuff, that means I'm going to need a lot of train stationing. But I could take this line here all the way out, turn it around, and go up with everything. Yeah? That could be the idea. Because I have a decent amount of room here to do a lot of stuff with. So I think still that might be the idea. Man, these packs are big. And I have a couple iron spots working. Came over and I turned this completely into just steel making. It's not making it, again, at max efficiency, but we're doing the thing with it, so. Other than that, I think it's just like slow cranking through this stuff and getting things together. Power's okay ever since I buffed it up with second line here. That's fine. I'm gonna need more once I get a main bus going, but I'm gonna have to get stone picked up somewhere. And that means I'm gonna have to make concrete somewhere, which I've been wanting to do. Which I don't know. I got water. I got water being picked up, so I can really make concrete anywhere. Just need iron ore. So maybe I'll just steal some out of this and I'll make some concrete like off here on the side or something. Maybe I'll do that once I get the stone picked up. But then I'll get the stone picked up to get the concrete moving, and to get the concrete moving, then I can start. I think I'm gonna just main base up here to make all my sciences. I think. Yeah, do something weird, something funky that I've never like done before. So we'll see. But not a lot has changed in the past hour since y'all last seen me. I think that's about most of the stuff I want to do. It's gonna be turning coal to oil, or maybe just leaving that coal and I'll just use the oil in the oil. Cause there's good oil there. There's good oil there. This what am I trying to say? This line here, this choo-choo train line, could easily just get put up into here, and then as part of the main line, and then this could just come down and over, down into this. What I'm saying is this will be doable. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm rambling again. But I'm going to try. I'm going to figure out what I want to do with this iron. Make circuits. Maybe I'll just make circuits right over here. Maybe I'll make circuits over here, and this might be the way that maybe the base goes. Because this is open too. Since the start is over here, I could do the main base like here, and that'll give me that water. I got the stone here, so I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. I got options. I just got to kind of crank through and see what naturally develops. So stick tuned with it, and I will catch you guys in the next hour clip. Peace.